Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. This is Madden 18 on EA Sports. Two teams will need their quarterbacks to step up and lead their offenses on the gridiron today. It's the Browns going up against the Ravens.
Larry, thanks. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Inner Harbor at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cleveland Browns and the Baltimore Ravens. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Finally, but not before getting it way across the 50 inside the 25.
Well, that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
And they'll start this drive with very good field position. Now the first carry for Matt Jones. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone.
Here we go.
Now the first carry for Wendell Smallwood. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it first and goal.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
And it's first and goal now, but still 10 yards to go. Now back to throw. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Nice gain of 8 that time, and it's second and goal.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's third down. Line of scrimmage at the 4. Here's third and goal.
Single, slot. Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island. Here we go. Green, 39. Green, 39. No. Check. Patriot.
Looking to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And the Ravens strike first at 3 zip. So the folks here in the stands this afternoon, they're happy about that one. Their guys get the early advantage after the opening drive field goal.
And they should be happy. Their guys look good getting down the field, and that's got to give them hope that good things are in store here today.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Second down following the run. Time running out here on the play clock. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Gun now on 3rd down. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Browns have taken the early lead. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. Elliott now to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
that.
that. Super toe.
A good pick up there. 8 yards on the first down completion. So they complete the pass, and now they face a 2nd down. First carry for the former Florida State man. It's Carlos Williams. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Back to throw now on first down. And his throw here's incomplete. Matthews the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Well, had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. 9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1.
I thought that was a good call. Passing situation on 2nd down. They hit him with a draw instead and pick up nice yardage.
Yeah, because the draw, they're thinking pass when they see that initially defensively, right?
Well, you know, in today's NFL, most of the time on 2nd and long, when it's a passing situation, pass rushers are on the field and they're only thinking one thing, get to the quarterback. And oftentimes you can bypass them with a running play.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So 5 yards there as one of the big guys up front moved.
And in a 4-3 front, you've got the 2 defensive tackles right near the football. I know there's a lot of movement around there, but they're always taught to have one eye on the football. Apparently, that didn't happen.
After the penalty, it's Jones. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 39, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's brought down. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a 1st down. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
They'll set up a throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Ross. Back with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Browns with a football to begin quarter number 2. They're looking at a 2nd and short yardage to start things out. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
First down, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Ryan Shazier leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6. Shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Ross. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. Play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on 3rd down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or two shorter than an extra point. So no problems converting there.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. 2nd down following the incompletion. They'll drop to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. They'll set up to throw. He gets it over the middle to Cobb. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. First down, a run with Smallwood. Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. He makes a wonderful play there off the corner, protecting his side of the field.
Oh, that reminds me of the great defenses of old, doesn't it? The Pittsburgh Steelers, Steel Curtain. They would not let you get on the field if you could only do one thing. You had to be a complete guy, and you had to be able to tackle.
Now, I know I've said this before, but you know I wasn't alive when the Steel Curtain was playing. I know them, but I just want to let you know I wasn't alive.
I'm going to keep peppering that in there, and one of these days you're going to think that you were.
Back to the ground, this time with Jones. Despite the heavy running, he'll be hit and dropped shy of the 45. It'll be a gain of 7, and they get it back to a 3rd and 3.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down.
Here we go now. Watch it now, Barney. All right, now look at 56.
Back to throw. And that is incomplete.
Really good, smart play by the defense, understanding 3rd and short, guarding the first down sticks, and being able to make a play on the football and bat it down.
Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19. No. Check. Patriot.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He is going to find Hill here. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. Now the first carry for Brian Hill. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Hill, and he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so, and one of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you could darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
Time for our first check of the NFL scoreboard. The Dolphins have added on, and they seem to be pulling away in that one. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Turn to a power game to try to get in. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. It's the fullback. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. put it through, and that evens us up at 10 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And the Browns getting set to go. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Tough running, but not a lot to show for it. They stop him shy of the 25. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I once had a defensive player in the NFL tell me, if I beat and dominate the guy across from me, I'm helping my team. Well, winning one-on-one battles is always a part of the game, but when you have good team defense, as we just saw there, one broken tackle, but he didn't get away because the rest of the guys arrived to put him on the ground.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. 2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. We're back to Baltimore after this. And the O-line will have to do a better job protecting here on 3rd down after that sack. He'll look to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Now, that's absolutely terrific technique right there by the corner. Exhibit A. Zone coverage, knew where his man was in relation to the football at all times, and made a nice play.
The Browns send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Taken from just outside the 30. Might have been one man away from 6 points. As it stands, it's a huge return. And the Ravens set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. They run the counter. Smallwood. And a short gain here down to the 22. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it. So those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
They'll look to throw here. Out to the left, it's complete to Dodson. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. The Ravens on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Jones. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. And his kick is good. And they will take the lead at 13-10. So they were able to move the ball into the red zone, but they'll wind up coming away with just 3.
Yeah, 32-yarder. That's equal to an extra point nowadays, and those are no problem for an NFL kicker.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Leopard! No, check. Patriot, set! 3-19!
They go play action here on 1st down. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. And on 2nd and 10 now. So the D-line's going to spread out.
Here we go now. Blue 90.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Janoris Jenkins. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you've got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Room to run inside the 40. And he's brought down. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver. 3-19. Black 99 Philly. Here we go. All right, here we go. 3-19.
They'll run it now out of the gun. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. As they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Meanwhile, over in Cincinnati, and the Chiefs have jumped out to an early lead in their ball game. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here.
Double tight, guys, double tight. Leopard! Leopard! Here we go now. Green, let's go! Blue, landed! It's a blue landed! Shift!
So that'll back him up 5. Again, it's Jones. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31. Defensively, they rally quickly after the broken tackle. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. And he missed it. It's no good. A second quarter score from down in Houston. And it's the Panthers there out to the early advantage. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there, just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. And he'll give it here to his running back, and not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Tilden Smith coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. The Browns on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. He'll look to throw. Going up top. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. And they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
And a great spot to start this drive from here. Now a first down carry. It's Hill. A loss of the full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
So the myth has been shattered. Every cornerback in the league is not just a cover corner. Some of them will stick their nose in there and make plays exactly as we just saw there. A big loss suffered by the offense after that nice tackle.
Second down, offense behind the sticks here. 2nd and 13. A give to Jones. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd down and 12. They're going to look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
So 3 field goals for him here, and this last one helps him stretch out the lead.
And he's been solid as usual. And this is what you need to do. Make sure you get points out of every possession. And so far, they've done a nice job of that.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. They're sort of seeing themselves out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. A tough patch. This too shall pass. This too shall pass. And finally, we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Back to throw here. Over the middle, complete. It's Moss. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Detroit!
They'll run it now out of the gun. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's 2nd down.
Here we go. 3-19.
They'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Ross. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's brought down. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground.
Let's go.
He'll drop to throw. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain.
Let's go.
And again this time to the tailback. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside.
Watch him now, Barney. Barney. Let's go.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Here we go.
And this one's incomplete.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have is chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions maybe in the back of his mind. The Browns on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19. Leopard.
And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Janoris Jenkins. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
They start the drive on the ground with Hill. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
Here we go now.
And now he'll tuck it and run. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a third down. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
Watch him now, Barney. Barney.
Back now in Baltimore. It's the Ravens in control of the football. They've also got the lead as we get set for the fourth. The Ravens on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7.
All right, here we go. Green, 39.
Underneath here to Hill. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. So the offense lining up 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Second down to the offense needing 5 yards. They stay on the ground. This time it's Hill. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down. 3rd down, it's Wendell Smallwood. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. Here's Jordan Berry now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Browns offense heading back out to take possession. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland 1st down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Throw left side, complete to Ross. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football and spill the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. And this defense continues to give them fits. They just can't get really anything going on the ground, can they?
I love the theme that you just brought up. This defense has been tough all game long against the run. We just saw another example of it there.
The Browns on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. And it's complete to Kelsey. And he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Telvin Smith In there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. And now the offense will look to respond after the sack.
Here we go.
Now back to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off at the 36. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback. But as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12. Time is starting to run out, really becoming a factor. We'll see if the defense can get the stop they need to get the ball back to the offense. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, there's times when you see these catches that are made, and we just know the guys playing it are really wishing for college rules. Only need that one foot down instead of 2. It's awfully difficult on the sideline, isn't it?
On the NFL scoreboard, they've gone to the 4th in Cincinnati. The Chiefs continue to add on. They're really rolling. A win would be their 2nd on the young season. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. And he's got it to Hearns. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39. Hot.
Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. Shift together here from the D-line. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. He finds Matthews. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left.
Here we go. 3-19.
They'll run on 1st down. Hill. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. Second down following the run.
Double tight, guys, double tight. Here we go now. Blue line it. Blue line it.
They'll run with Smallwood out of the pistol. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. Now a handoff. Here's Hill. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And his kick is indeed good, and that will make this a 9-point lead. So barring something extraordinary, something crazy here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Brandon, this will be a great win for them. The better team's going to win this game, no question about it.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
Steps away to his left. And some space here. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movements. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
They'll drop the throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. And a nice gain of 21 yards. They'll set up to throw. This will be caught at about the 6. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Back to throw. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
On the NFL scoreboard, they've gone to the 4th in Cincinnati. The Chiefs have added on. They're pulling away in that one. A win would be their second on the young season. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though, now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're
similar to a tennis match.